Hey everybody, welcome to Hope Something Sticks. I'm Burt.
And I'm hopeless.
Otherwise known as Matt.
Yep, that's me.
Here, got a guest on, second time on, my wife Sharon.
Hi.
And today we're going to be talking about online dating. So, brought Sharon on to have the woman's perspective on it. So I was talking to you a bit before, recording. Surprisingly, you didn't get any or very few dick pics.
I didn't get any dick pics.
Wow. Were you even
I
trying?
got some kind of rude messages, but never any pictures.
How long were you on? Because you read accounts about that, and it sounds like it's instantaneous.
Yeah, no, I looked at it in college, but all my college boyfriends I had met in person. In medical school, but the year before medical school, I was on for a couple of months before meeting that guy.
Not me.
Not Burt. And then, I feel like only a few, maybe 6 months before meeting Burt. It was long enough that I was feeling desperate enough to get off the free websites and to look at the
paid
the
stuff.
ones that you have to pay for.
Right.
Which was really annoying because I met Burt on the free website, and then that weekend I signed up for JDate and found Burt again.
Oh, no shit.
Yep. $10 down the toilet.
$10? That seems pretty cheap. When I was talking to
was more than
Danny, he
10.
said that it was much more expensive than that.
It
What
was
was it
more
like?
than 10.
What was it, like 15?
50.
50? Well, I'm talking about monthly.
Oh. No, I did like 6 months or something.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that's even worse. So,
I still get messages from them.
I do not. If they're trying to get a certain type of person, perhaps a certain, I don't know, sex as opposed to the other one. But, yeah. So, yeah, I guess just kind of start at the beginning. Yeah, I started dating online after college when you stop seeing people outside of work, and there's only so many work relationships you can have before you turn into the office slut, so I wasn't about to do that.
This is the no slut-shaming episode.
Hey, just speaking my truth here.
Uh-huh.
So, now, yeah, I went on a few. I did JDate a bit, which costs money. Did JSwipe, which is basically Jewish Tinder. It's exactly Jewish Tinder. It's the exact same kind of interface.
Well, how do they prove that you're Jewish?
You have to take a picture of your dick.
Gotcha. Okay. That's what I figured. Which they then share with all of their corporate partners.
Yep. I think they reference Israel's database of Jewish people.
Oh, gotcha. There are like tracking devices involved?
Yeah. No, it's just the honor system. There were people who were not Jewish on there who they set themselves as saying, not Jewish, willing to convert. So there were non-Jews there. They identified themselves.
They were just specifically interested in a Jewish
Jews,
partner,
yeah.
having a Jewish partner. Interesting.
Yeah, there were some guys, actually a lot of guys, especially on JDate, And actually, I did a Tinder thing called Bagels and Schmear, which was supposedly Jewish. But it was designed, like, guys would show up all the time and be like, I'm strongly Christian, but I just think that Jewish girls are hot. And it was really annoying, because, like, I'm on looking for a Jewish guy, and, like, the first line of all my profiles always said, I only date Jewish guys. Mm-hmm. And then all these goyim would bother me.
Hey.
Well, then they get really rude about it.
Whatever.
Like,
there's lots
really
of
rude
G
about
words,
it.
all right?
Yeah.
They get really aggressive and start attacking me because I wasn't interested in them.
Well,
rejection's tough.
Yeah. Sometimes people, especially guys, don't take it too well, especially before they like say one word. Like you just read your profile, it's like, oh, I've already been rejected. But I didn't see any of that on my side. I guess there's not too many non-Jewish girls looking for Jewish guys.
Yeah.
And just to be clear to the listeners, I didn't specifically mention that I have a fetish for Jewish women.
I didn't say that you didn't.
I would like to say that I'm a pretty open-minded person.
Yep.
Sorry, we'll cut all of this.
And your culture is not the thing that I'm fetishizing. I'm not fetishizing anything.
Oh, well, there's your problems.
I don't make it spicy. But, no, this is the beginning of Matt's OkCupid profile here. This is what we're actually working on. We're not talking about, the dynamics of Jewish and non-Jewish relationships. Yeah. What we're really here for is to get Matt on OkCupid.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, really. Foot in the door, so everything, all strategies are perfect. We're weapons hot here.
So, for any female listeners, even ones that are, Russians listening in, Matt's a very nice man with steady job, open mind, even to, communism.
Nice man.
Actually, in fact, especially to the Russian women listening.
Yeah, it's like, things are still pretty awesome over here. Way better than over there, so.
I've never been. I mean, have you?
To Russia?
No, not that you're aware of.
They're only poisoning journalists. Maybe, whatever.
Yeah, killing gay people.
Right, yeah, there's that. Lying about their coronavirus
I actually
numbers.
saw a...
No actual democracy.
True, yeah.
Yesterday I saw a map of, like, the happiest countries and stuff, or all the countries rated. And even though America is not even close to the top, we are much higher than Russia.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ukraine is very unhappy right now.
Well, they kind of lost part of their country.
Yeah.
They're also still actively being invaded.
Yeah, well, there's also a big division between East and West Ukrainians, because the East Ukrainians are basically Russians who immigrated to Ukraine to, during the Soviet Union to kind of take it over, even more than politically, ethnically and socially as well, which halfway worked. Half of the country is pretty pro-Russian.
So, hey, Ukrainian women.
Yeah, why not?
And enter in the Beatles back in the USSR, which we don't have the money to play, so sorry.
Well, we might be able to just sing it later and just change the lyrics up and change a few notes.
So yeah. Anyway, So, with my experience, a lot of it was like when I, actually went on these like first dates, meeting people online. It seemed a lot like a job interview,
Ugh.
like in like a two-way job interview, like because it's I don't know, it's like not a natural way to meet someone like online, at least not for me. So you've conversed before, but not in person.
It didn't feel that way.
Yeah, it was just me.
Oh, you didn't call each other first?
I mean, not. I didn't feel that way with us, but I was saying in general.
Actually, it's kind of funny because I always insisted on a very long, drawn-out conversation on the dating app before I'd go on a date. Trying to make sure that the guy wasn't a creep. And Burt was the only guy who refused to engage. Like, to the point where, like, I was very nervous about meeting him. So, for me, none of the guys, it felt like an interview because I already kind of knew them.
Because you already interviewed them.
Basically.
It's more of a vetting.
With you, it was like undiscovered territory, kind of nerve-wracking.
Well, what pushed him over the edge? How did he get past the? How did he get an exception to the 4-hour conversation?
I don't know.
Nice. All right.
It must have been my hot pictures.
Oh, you mean that creepy one with you with a haircut and you shaved your beard off?
Yeah.
I think it was because, well, I like redheads.
Ah, gotcha.
And he did make enough, like, references to his mom was a Hebrew school teacher, and so, it's like, how bad could he be?
Ah, gotcha.
And then she found out.
So the combination of 6 months plus, he's a redhead. Might as well give it a shot.
And very tall, especially for Jews.
Ah, gotcha.
Being tall helps in many things.
All right, I'm writing that down. Get taller.
Get tall.
Yes.
It's okay.
Wear lifts.
I got some. Yeah, I've got some boots. I'll just get some boots. Just wear.
Yeah,
Yeah, George it.
yeah. I mean, just ask Danny for advice on that one.
I could also just date a shorter woman.
Yeah.
That's what he did too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, the problem is I'm on the taller side for Jewish women.
Yeah.
I did try dating shorter men. I tried. I really did try.
They were just
They're
missing.
just
They were
so
just.
goddamn short.
They were just missing something.
Well, it's weird having to bend over to kiss someone.
I agree.
Like 4 inches. That's what they were missing.
He also had weird hands.
Ah, yes.
What, the short guy?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
His fingertips were kind of bulbous, like a frog.
Mm.
Bulbous like a frog. Sounds like a dog. That's interesting.
Maybe he was a salamander in disguise.
Yeah, that's probably it.
A nice guy besides that.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah. But for me, like, most of them didn't go past the first dates. There were a few that did, but they also kind of petered out for different reasons. Yeah. But it is kind of nerve-wracking creating, like, the, your bio essay. Just like, what the hell do you put? That doesn't sound like just lame and people or just skip through and not even look at.
Let me tell you how much I love to travel.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess just there's nothing to do except just kind of your basic interests, what you're about, general terms, and but really it's probably about the pics. That's also very important. And have one good-looking one, like, you know, and you gotta, you know, put them in order. Like, you know, third pick is the funny one. First pick is, you know, just you alone.
Hang on, I gotta write this down, goddammit.
Yeah.
I don't think I had a funny one.
That's more important for guys to have a funny one.
Yeah. Because your first one is the flattering one that shows up on the, you know...
Yes. Also, do not have any other person in that first one.
Yeah,
because
that
it
is
pisses.
so obnoxious.
Yeah, it's annoying, like, playing detective on that, no matter who you are.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, having a group picture is okay.
Yeah,
as long as it's very obvious who you are.
Yeah, I would say, depending on how good the group picture is, like second or fourth picture.
Yeah, so I had a flattering one, a Sharon in the, like, focus setting, and then, like, a group picture with, like, 15 to 20 of us,
Good
where I was
Lord.
sort of squarely in the middle.
I haven't met 15 people in my entire life, alright?
Yeah.
Let's take it easy here.
Well, just take a picture of your family,
Oh.
and that's about 15 right there.
That's about right. I think I got a good one. It's from a while ago.
Nah, it's alright, as long as it's not, like, 10 years ago.
I wouldn't want a picture from
You-
10 years ago.
Yeah, as long as you still pretty much look like that, it's cool.
Yeah. See, my face hasn't changed since, like, 9th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And my hairstyle hasn't changed since college.
Yeah.
You go back far enough, you can't even tell you're looking at the same person for me.
Yeah. And also, don't forget the all-important sporty picture.
Sporty picture.
You
What's
did
up?
Wait.
have one of those.
Yeah, where you're actually doing something.
Ugh,
Your action
Right.
shots.
Mm-hmm.
action shot.
That's right, I had a fencing picture.
There you go, you had one too.
Sporty.
But for me, the pictures weren't the single most important.
Not the single most important, but, you know, it helps to have good pictures along with a good profile.
Yeah, my system was, it depends on if I was looking or if someone was contacting me. But if I was looking, you know, you find the first picture, oh, he's cute, get into the profile, check if he's Jewish.
Let's see, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first thing you did?
Yeah, but, okay.
That's how you lure them in.
Check if he's Jewish, and then I'd go straight to the interests. So,
All right, Matt.
books, movies, activities, and then the profile conversation, or the blurb. Because I'm rather sedentary and hate being outside. So if they were talking about going hiking and you know, being on the beach all the time, that was just like, no.
Now, we can't be on the beach. There is no beach.
No.
All right.
Getting all this down, Matt?
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is good stuff.
Nah. Let's see, what else?
I like the pick order. Pick order's pretty good.
Yeah, besides that, just
Let's go.
kind of keep at it.
Let's
You
go.
know,
Let's
every
go
once
over
in a while.
let's go over some red flags that you don't want to see in a bio.
Okay.
Magic red flag.
Well,
words.
for me, I don't know. Red flags.
Anyone with questionable opinions.
No
Or people
opinion.
taking pictures of like a top down, but only reaches your neck.
Okay. Yeah, ab pics in the mirror.
The cat, yeah, mirror pic. Well, yeah, I guess for guys, but I would say like you're like hiding your body if you're doing it like that. Like you're looking like the very best you possibly can. You don't.
What I mean is like the ab pics where they're pulling their shirt halfway up and taking a picture in the mirror and like duck facing in the mirror, even though they're a guy. It's just.
I recommended Matt use the one I took of him doing that when we were hiking. That was pretty funny. Because he wasn't trying to be sexy. He was like. So it's your funny / sporty shot.
Yeah, I guess I can get both of those in the same one.
Yeah. I put that as picture number 4 or 5, depending on how many pictures you have. I'd put that last. Because, they're already invested in you for the first 3 pictures. So.
Other red flags for me. If they didn't have any books in their favorite section,
gotta at least have
that was a
book.
Bit of a problem. I mean, for our listeners, I'm a literature major. Books are kind of a big deal.
No, it's pretty important to read.
So if they didn't read at all,
yes, proof of literacy is a plus.
I feel like I want to say that I was pretty open.
To illiterate people?
No, like to anyone. Anyone who messaged me, I'd look at their profile.
Mm-hmm.
And then it depended on their message if I'd respond. So that was a big red flag. Just messaging or getting a message from someone that was just like, hey.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that one. The epitome of
like
lazy.
Once in...
This is the extent of my intelligence.
Knowledge, yes.
Once in a while, I'd message them back and be like, is that it? And then, what up, girl?
You up?
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Definitely message that first. You up?
Right.
That was the main turnoff for me. And talking to my sister in particular, that was her biggest turnoff. And she started online dating because of me, because I was having luck with it. And so, like, within a few weeks, she was messaging me about, like, yo, nobody talks English. And why can't they send anything beyond hey? With 2 Y's, of course.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Well, the number of Y's is pretty indicative.
Yeah, but, you really want to do 3 Y's. 2 is, like, it's like, well, you don't got time for Y number 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, who do you think I am? Some kind of whore?
Yeah. 3rd Y, that's the that's the business Y right there.
That's it.
Looking through my pictures, I don't have that one.
I took it out. I can send it to you.
Oh, that's right. You took it. I'm in the wrong folder.
But, no, I mean, all the messages I ever sent were very tailor-made to the profile.
Did you,
me too.
ever message first, Sharon?
I messaged first. I win!
Yeah, she did. Well, she messaged first, like, hey,
You up?
you... Yeah. Well, it was because it was like it was the most passive first message ever.
What passive?
It's like,
I noticed that you have both
I
1984 and Brave New World on your favorites book list. Do you want to have a conversation about it?
well, that's the thing, like, the way you phrase it is like, you should message me and figure everything out as far as...
I gave you a conversation opener. Let's talk about these two books. They're dystopian literature novels that are completely contradictory to each other. And George Orwell and Aldous Huxley actually wrote each other letters discussing their books. Let's have a conversation about that.
That was not online that we did that. We discussed it on our first date.
Yeah, but that's because you refused to respond to my messages like a normal human being.
I'm the normal one. I'm the.
You two
This
done
isn't
fighting?
cyberpunk. This isn't cyberpunk 2077 yet. You're still supposed to talk with people. It's a kind of old-fashioned thing.
I was trying to have a conversation online and figure out if you're a real person or not.
Anyway, it all worked out.
Thank goodness.
So, yes, you messaged first. Got it.
Me.
So yeah, and Sharon wasn't the first person who messaged me first. So
Really?
in my whole time as on online dating, yeah. In fact, I almost never message first because I am very lazy.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said that I was the first person who messaged you.
Yeah, no, you weren't.
This is fantastic. My Google phone has given me a list of interests based on the pictures that I take, because they categorize your pictures now. So I already have a list of interests. You want to hear it?
Speaking of 1984.
Let's do it. Cubs, the Bears,
UF.
steak,
Sports teams?
grilling.
Actually, American football shows up once. Let's see.
Okay.
It's not in no particular order here.
Okay.
Cooking, American football, airplanes, statues, bridges, Christmas, sunset, skylines, cliffs, lakes, screenshots, skyscrapers, cars, selfies, forests, stadiums, flowers, parks, mountains, fog, the sky, food, beer, buses, bikes, birds, museum, singular.
Was that when you went with us to the Field Museum?
Let's see if that made... Those pictures are not in here for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh.
I mean, it's just... This is just what they tagged. They tagged these pictures as something.
Mm.
And there's a picture from Soldier Field in here, so that's not a museum at all. Fires, monuments, concerts, church, trains.
Fires plus monuments.
Yeah, right? No doubt.
I would like to state that Matt is not an arsonist.
No.
Not professionally,
And
no.
And if he was, it'd probably be exclusively Confederate monuments.
I think those belong in a museum. That's a different podcast.
Okay.
That
Red
sounds like an interesting
flag.
podcast.
Yeah. Go all Indiana Jones on the Confederate monuments.
Yeah, really. That's what the Virginia Military Institute just did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just took it down. Nobody protested. Nobody did anything, and they're putting it in a museum. I'm like, okay, no problem.
Cool.
Needs some kind of context. Doesn't belong in the bottom of a river. Like, okay.
Oh, Onyx looks so sad over there.
Well, you didn't have to kick Onyx off. What the hell?
We didn't kick him off. We closed the patio door so that the outside noises wouldn't come in. So
And so he wouldn't go out there and start barking.
Gotcha.
yeah. We also took his collar off so it wouldn't be jingling around.
Gotcha.
I don't think he's sad about that.
Alright, well, I can't find the picture. You're gonna have to send it.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know what happened.
So Got any more questions, Matt?
Yeah, you know anybody?
In Chicago? Nope.
No, I'll fly out. No worries.
Alright, Also no.
Okay.
What about, when you're a junior residence? She's single, right?
She's not interested.
Mm.
In family life or anything.
Me neither.
Perfect for each other.
Maybe. See, I do know a few girls in Florida who I had considered, asking you if you wanted their number and stuff. But one of them decided that she was lesbian.
Yep, no better time
Another
to
one
make up your mind about that.
started dating.
Yeah.
All right, let's see the
I missed
picture.
a vote on that one, Matt.
Let's see the picture. I'm definitely lesbian. I'm the last station before lesbianism.
And then I think another one that I had been asking if she wanted to be hooked up with some people. She adamantly said no. So I don't know what that means.
Been down that path before. All right. I was mostly joking. Anytime anybody ever introduces me to anybody, it's just too close. You know. Then there's this weird pressure, this weird social pressure to try with and then force it. It's odd.
Yeah, we did that with
People
yeah.
at the wedding. That
Oh,
didn't
fantastic.
work out.
It worked out for a few months.
I still feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Who, the situation?
Yeah.
Right.
Without mentioning names.
Oh, sorry. Should we?
It's alright. I get
Those are pseudonyms.
whatever. I can just mute that part out when we say their names.
Put in like a
It's
clown.
pretty.
A clown noise, like a nose.
Wait, clown horn.
Yeah, clown. You know.
Mm-hmm.
To review, we got 1 solo pick, 2 group shot, 3 and/or 6 funny shot, 4 maybe another group shot, 5 a sporty action shot.
There you go. Yeah. Gotta have the sporty shot.
Interests: I read.
Yep, that's important for coming to get a classy girl.
I take an inordinate amount of pictures.
To be in order, I would say 4 or 5 are good. You don't need to have 20.
Red flags. Say something other. You got to drop that third Y. Okay.
Gotta drop the third one. Yeah.
All right. And apparently, I need to get abs.
No.
No, you don't need abs. But you do need to create a profile.
Yes.
Actually, create. I guess I have to write that down.
Actually do it.
Yeah, actually, I have to do that. Yeah.
But I also think in the interests, I mean, not just saying, yes, books, I read them. I mean...
I also smash bugs with them.
Jesus Christ.
Having, like...
I think you should put that in.
I smashed tarantulas with them.
That's exactly the kind of joke I would put in there, and then would just get completely read the absolute wrong way. It's just like, that's the kind of shit that you and I think are funny. Like, like, oh yeah, sure, I could just actually put my sense of humor in there. Like, no, you can't fucking do that. That's... So there's a level of restriction that you have to put on, like how far into the talking.
See, this is where the emojis come in. You can make that joke, but then immediately put in the winky face.
Yeah,
or a
lol.
lol.
Where's the emoji expert? What happened?
I would think I like winky face better than lol. It seems classier.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, like you're sending a text to someone.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no. Well, sorry.
No, you're right. There's no way to hear the tone of voice. It's the same thing when making a profile. There's no way to understand where the person is coming from, so you have to put in those emojis and LOL, JFK. You do have to provide the tone of voice through added things.
Say JFK.
Just fucking kidding.
Effing kidding.
Just fucking kidding.
Is that correct?
Or presidents.
Yes. Like that. Well, I don't know if you want to do that. That'd be taken quite a few different ways. It's like, you want to blow my head off? Yeah, I wasn't the one who did it.
I want to blow your mind.
To pieces.
Right in front of your kids.
Yeah, nothing to read in there. So, watch out for anything that could be construed as subtext.
That's
But,
almost impossible. Now I'm trying to. Ugh, man, it's a lot of effort.
It's like 3 paragraphs.
So how many people's feelings am I allowed to hurt? You should have the right to offend, right? Does it still exist?
Yeah. I mean, this is sort of an interview for a life partner.
Good lord.
You don't want to be with someone who's not going to get, or who's going to get offended at you.
Somebody you're dating.
Oh,
yeah,
this is
that's also.
fantastic. I am looking at the. I'm at the gender page. This is. Holy shit.
A lot of options.
I'm learning some things here. What is a? I can't even pronounce it. Hijra. Hijra. It's a new one on me.
Huh.
I've heard of almost everything else. Two-spirit.
Two-spirit? Well,
That's,
like you're 2 people?
I don't know.
I think that's.
Yeah, that's a new one on me.
Let's see. Umbrella term
I think I know
used
what it
by
is,
some
but
indigenous North
if I'm wrong, I
Americans.
don't want to be insulting.
It's a traditional third gender
Oh.
if you're a Native American. Created 1990.
Yeah.
So the Herja.
So specific to India, apparently.
That's what that's. Oh.
Are eunuchs intersex people and transgender people?
Or a eunuch.
Yeah.
According to Wikipedia.
Then there's the classic other.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we got here. And what is this one? This one doesn't even have. There is no Wikipedia page for Hijra. Hijra? I want to say Hira.
Two-spirit also. It's a modern pan-Indian umbrella term. Yeah, all these are Indian terms.
This is a great
And
podcast,
used
by the way.
some indigenous. Oh, I guess pan-Indian means Native American. Indigenous North Americans describe Native people in their communities fulfill traditional third gender or gender variant ceremonial and social role in their cultures. Huh. Okay.
Alright, then. Do I put my real birthday?
Can't you just put like your
Age.
yeah?
Negative. It says,
Well,
when were you born? January 1st, 1929.
That's the first option.
The first option is 1921. Wait, what was the day of the stock market crash? Was that September?
No, but you do want to be close to your proper age.
They're gonna see the picture. I think they'll get the idea.
Yeah, but the searching algorithm.
The searching algorithm.
Because you can search for an age range.
But
Yeah.
so I can't edit this later?
I mean, I don't know if you can edit it, but yeah, I'd put what your actual age is and just maybe just switch out the month or the day.
Yeah, this is some data harvesting type shit.
Yeah, I mean, you could just put, you know, say January 1st, 1988. That'd probably be fine.
I once had an 18-year-old. I was like in medical school, like 25, 26 years old, and an 18-year-old contacted me. That was awkward.
Not for him. Hey.
It's like, dude, you're not even allowed to drink alcohol.
What? I put the third Y.
I put the third Y.
God, what do you want? You're so needy. Alright.
Just weird. I think I also had like a 40-year-old contact me.
Nice.
Oh my god, that's right, he wasn't even the oldest one. I had someone as old as Dad message me.
Was he rich?
I don't know, I immediately sent back a message saying, dude, you're older than my dad. This isn't happening.
Okay. 2Ks.
This is hilarious. Their suggested age range stopped at 24. They didn't even bother going lower than that. That's pretty funny.
So nothing lower than 24 for you, creepo.
Yeah, right? And what, did they automatically do this math for you? What was that, Parks and Rec
Yeah.
math?
Yeah, that was
What's
Parks and
the-
Recreation.
half-
Divide by 2 plus 8.
Plus 8?
What?
Divide by 2 plus 8, I thought so.
Let's see.
Um,
By 2.
XKCD has it, the oldest you're allowed to date is multiply your age by 2, subtract 14.
2, subtract 14.
That's the oldest you can date without it being weird.
Oh, you said subtract 14. Yeah, that makes more sense.
So, like, a 14-year-old really should only be dating other 14-year-olds.
14-year-old should not be dating at all.
Well,
You should be reading the Bible.
Should have put that in your profile too.
Oh wow, they use that, Sharon. They use that exact same formula. That they maxed it out at 52. I really don't give a shit. You know, I've seen pretty hot 50-year-olds, and I've seen butt-ass ugly 20-year-olds. So, because that's how deep I get.
That's good.
Yeah.
Make sure to put that in there too.
you heard it here first, folks. Matt likes older women.
I know. I was with him. Remember that one gator stomping Matt?
How could I remember any of those? One of them I specifically don't want to remember.
Maybe it was that one because I left you alone with this cougar at. It was
What?
yeah at Boca Fiesta.
Oh my. I must
Nothing wrong with
I have-
dating older women.
zero recollection of this. I've been to Boca Fiesta
But
3 times in my life.
Oh, I guess you've been 4. You just don't remember that last
Yeah, right.
Alex,
3
come
and a
here.
half.
Come here. There's a dog outside.
Yeah.
He's very excited. Come here.
No naughty bits in the photo. Okay.
Is that what? Is that what it says? Naughty
yeah,
bits.
it's the only rule. No, sorry, you got 2 rules. 1, make sure the photo's big enough. And 2, no naughty bits.
But if make sure they're big enough.
Yeah, exactly. Had to make small pixels over here, goddammit. Don't be doing any unnecessary close-ups. We need put a banana next to it. We need some scale.
No plantains, we'll know.
Yep. Everybody knows the difference between a banana and a plantain.
Aren't plantains bigger?
No, they're smaller.
Yup.
Yeah. I don't like either, so.
Burt, you got a lot of explaining to do. I need to get my pictures.
I used a banana, not a plantain.
I like almost don't allow bananas in the apartment because I hate them so much.
Man hater.
Just one.
Oh my god. What the...
Same with plantains. So I have no basis of comparison.
Plantains are delicious.
bleh.
You just gotta cook them right. You can't just eat a plantain.
No, like, I've been to restaurants where people are like, yay, fried plantains. It's like, bleh.
Well, it depends on how you had them done. Did you get the Cuban style one, or did you get the Puerto Rican style one?
I don't know. It was
Cuban
rather
style ones are
plain.
pretty good.
Yeah, those are loaded with sugar. You probably had the plain Puerto Rican one.
I don't know. She lived in South Florida. Probably got it from a Cuban restaurant.
Wait, so the Cuban ones are the juicy looking ones, right?
Yeah, juicy.
I
And they're
guess.
they're basically
Whereas the
caramelized.
Puerto Rican ones are like the chips.
Yeah, that's.
I haven't had Puerto Rican ones.
I can't remember the name for it.
So plantain chips are just kind of tasteless and
Yeah,
bleh.
and they're also. I almost cracked my teeth on it once.
The fried mushy looking ones,
Yes.
they're mushy.
Oh yeah.
They're mushy.
Oh,
I
you're saying
do
mushy
not think
like
I
you
can
don't like that.
inject. I hate mushy.
Then
I-
you don't like bananas or plantains, just in general.
It's disgusting.
All right, so it's a textural.
I
thing.
do not think I can insert enough loathing into my voice for how much I hate mushy textures.
I'm just trying to understand. I'm not trying to convince you to start, changing your entire diet here.
No, let you listen to me, man.
Well, that's why I've never
Don't
had
put me on the
the
list.
mushy plantains, because they're bleh.
Understood. Texture.
And bananas just smell awful.
Get some black beans and rice with that too. Mush it up a little bit further. Good to go.
I find black beans and rice particularly mushy.
They're not.
I mean, I guess if you just have a whole bunch of black beans and mush it up, then it's kind of mushy. But if you
No,
have
that's like refried beans. That's not mushy. That's mashed potatoes texture.
that's good.
As usual, the
mush.
podcast is off the rails now.
Yep.
That's what I do.
That's all good. Word of the day is mush. What the hell was I looking for? I'm getting hung up on the pictures here. Oh, they don't let you continue until you actually put something in there.
Well, you at the bio yet?
Yeah, the bio page. Let's see. There's this great picture.
I
of me at a
want
funeral.
girlfriend. Date me, please.
Very direct to the point.
Yes. Just get this great picture of Danny. That'll work.
I'm filling out this bio while actively having a podcast about how to write a dating app profile.
If you'd like to listen to the the companion podcast, hey, there you go. That's something original. Go to Hope Something Sticks. You got some advertising in there too.
Oh, you're talking about in the profile itself?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
you talk about the podcast you're currently doing.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
It's pretty original.
That'll work.
If this works, you can star in the sequel episode.
Yeah.
That's great. Be like a contest.
My digital life.
He looks so sad, Burt.
Well, I don't
It
take.
doesn't look sad.
He's like staring outside. I mean, now he's licking my hand, but
I think we're almost done.
yay. Blech.
All right, I think we can we can keep talking about all this stuff, but might want to wrap up the podcast. But before we do, there's a better picture of him with that. Like you can actually see through the fog. Anyway, before we do, got some exciting news. We actually got a letter.
A letter.
I mean, an email.
Oh, gotcha.
So this is apparently someone you know. So I'll.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I told her about the podcast. I was wondering if she would actually bother.
Oh, okay.
Read it.
All right. Hey Hey Burt, I'm a friend of Matt's. I just wanted to say I'm enjoying the podcast. I like getting to know people, their stories, the good and the bad. So it is interesting to hear about your college experiences and beyond. Your easy banter makes it feel like I'm shooting the shit with an old friend, which is nice. For that reason, I wish the Groundhog's Day episode was more about your take on the movie and not as much a play-by-play of the scenes. It'd be cool to get your reactions to other movies and shows too. Classics are welcome. It doesn't have to be the shiny new stuff. You already cover politics, so maybe add religion and sex relationships to complete the evil triad. Basically anything and everything as long as it's your honest take. From a new listener, sorry, not a stalker.
Alright.
But not a stalker. Sorry, Matt.
Alright, got it.
She said.
Not gonna stalk.
Yeah,
Right.
unfortunately. So thanks for thanks for the email. So you might not know this because it wasn't the first one we put out, but the Groundhog's Day episode was the first one we recorded.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably why it's extra crappy.
Yeah, it was.
I think just doing play by play probably not the way to go. So yeah, I think you're right on that. And this episode we dealt with some relationship stuff and religion, which I wasn't expecting, but
Bonus.
Sorry.
I
Apologize
swear
for
I'm not a
nothing.
jerk. I apologize for everything.
mm-hmm.
That was your
I
obligatory
swear I'm not a
Futurama
jerk,
reference.
guys.
So we'll keep up the banter, and
So much pressure now.
but thanks for the email.
Act normal. Must act normal. Guys,
Nah, it's boring.
how are you guys doing? How about this weather?
I wouldn't know. Not in Chicago.
But you don't have weather? Okay.
No, we don't have weather here. We don't have daylight savings time, and we don't have weather here in Arizona.
It's just hot.
I'm gonna steal Onyx for this profile, by the way.
Sure.
I need to borrow Onyx. I'm gonna use that picture.
It's just Onyx.
I'll be I'll be completely honest and say not my dog, but he's going in there somewhere.
What's wrong with his tail?
It's It's in mid wag.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, he was.
Because it looks like his tail is stubbed.
Okay. See if I got
He has
something
that long Labrador tail
Yeah.
in a
Right,
corgi
right.
butt.
I did get a picture of his butt. Don't know why, but I do have that.
Because it's a cute corgi butt.
Incoming picture of corgi ass.
All right. I think we can stop the podcast here, though. We're just around an hour here.
Oh, perfect.
All right. Well, thanks for your email. Keep them coming to all our listeners, and we'll catch you next time.
Latest.
Bye.
Bye.